ಪ್ರಿಯ ವೀಕ್ಷಕರೇ, ಇಂದು ನಾವು Gpstr ಗಣಿತ ವಿಷಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಿಸಿದ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸೋಣ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್, ಮೀಡಿಯನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್. ಮೀಡಿಯನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ ಎಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಸಪೋಸ್ ABC ಈಸ್ ಎ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್. AC ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 10 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ ಎಂದಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ACಯ ಅರ್ಧ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತದೆ? 10 by 2 is 5 centimeter. I'll mark a point at 5 centimeter. D ACಯ ಮಧ್ಯಬಿಂದು ಎಂದಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. D is the midpoint of AC, that is 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter. Now I'll check BC midpoint of BC. Suppose BC is equal to 12 centimeter, 12 by 2 is equal to 6 centimeter. Here I'll mark a point, that is E, where BE and EC are 6 centimeter, 6 centimeter. Similarly, I'll take AB point now. AB I'll check. On the side AB I'll take a midpoint. Suppose AB is 14 centimeter. 14 by 2 is 7 centimeter. The midpoint of AB is 7 centimeter. DEF. Here 7 centimeter, here 7 centimeter. See, these are the midpoints. ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಶೃಂಗದ ಮೂಲಕ ಈ ಮಧ್ಯಬಿಂದುಗಳನ್ನು ಜೋಡಿಸಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತದೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಐಲ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಬಿ ವಿತ್ ಡಿ. ಬಿ ಮತ್ತು ಡಿ ಅನ್ನು ನಾನು ಜೋಡಿಸಿದಾಗ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮೀಡಿಯನ್ ಎಂದು ಕರೆಯುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಮೀಡಿಯನ್ ಪಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಥ್ರೂ ವಾಟ್? ಬಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿ. ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಮೀಡಿಯನ್ ಪಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಸಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎಫ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಮೀಡಿಯನ್. I can draw one more median, right? Yes. What is the name of that? AE. I can draw a line between A and E. See, these are the three medians of the triangle. All these three medians passes through one common point known as centroid. We call it as centroid, and its symbol is G. Remember this. G is the centroid of the triangle. AE, BD and FC are the medians of the triangle. Centroid is a point where three medians of the triangle meet each other. Centroid is a point where three medians of the triangle intersects each other. See, this is all about what? Centroid and medians of a triangle, where AE, BD and CF are the medians of the triangle. See, this is, you should remember to understand the important properties of the triangle. Let us know what are the concurrent lines in the triangles. Already one of them you learnt now, that is median. What are concurrent lines in a triangle? That is medians of a triangle, altitudes of the triangle, next to angle bisector or right bisectors, perpendicular bisectors of each side or right bisector of each side, perpendicular bisectors of each side. Similarly, angle bisectors of each side. Angle bisector, three angle bisectors of meets, where three angles bisector meets in the triangle. When three medians meet at a point are called as centroid, is known as centroid. The point where three medians meet is known as centroid, and the point where three altitudes meet, we call it as orthocenter. And where three perpendicular bisectors meets, we call it as circumcenter. And where three angle bisector meets, it forms an incenter. See, in this median and centroid you already learned. Let us learn about orthocenter. What is orthocenter? Let us study now. Let ABC be a triangle. Now I'll draw one line, perpendicular line passing through A. I call it as D. That is AD is perpendicular to BC. AD is perpendicular to BC. Similarly, I'll draw a perpendicular line passing through B. I'll draw a perpendicular line passing through B, see, which is perpendicular to AC. BE is perpendicular to AC. BD is perpendicular to AC. Similarly, I'll draw one more line perpendicular to AB, passing through C. That is CF is perpendicular to AB. CF is perpendicular to AB. See, these are the three perpendicular lines, that is altitudes passing through one of the vertices, all meet at one common point known as orthocenter. O is known as orthocenter here. O is known as orthocenter. Dear students, please remember this, where three altitudes meet at one common point is known as ಕರೆಯುತ್ತೇವೆ. Let us learn one more concept, that is circumcenter. Suppose ABC is a required triangle. Suppose ABC is a given triangle. Let ABC be a given triangle. Let ABC be a triangle. I'll draw one perpendicular bisector to BC. I'll draw one perpendicular bisector to BC. That if BC is 10 centimeter, that is midpoint, that is 5 centimeter. I'll draw a perpendicular bisector now. I'll draw 190 degree line passing through D. I'll draw a line, perpendicular line passing through midpoint DE. Let DE be a perpendicular bisector of BC. AB is equal to 8 centimeter. Let us take now 8 by 2, that is 4 centimeter. The midpoint of AB is 4 centimeter. Through the 4 centimeter point from A and B, I'll draw one more perpendicular bisector line. Let it be FG. This line bisects AB side. Bisects AB side. See, this is a point where two perpendicular bisector meets. C. That C is known as circumcenter. You can draw one more perpendicular bisector from the midpoint of what? EC. C is known as circumcenter. What is circumcenter? Circumcenter is nothing but, with C as the center, I can draw a circle for the triangle. Now here you can see DE is perpendicular to BC and FG is perpendicular to AB. FG is perpendicular to AB, and these perpendicular bisectors meets at one point inside the triangle, that is C, and C is known as orthocenter. With this orthocenter, I can draw a circle like this. Okay, if it is to this point, we will get a perfect circle. This is known as circumcenter. Incenter. What is incenter? Let us study now. Suppose in a given triangle, if it is 60 degree, if it is an equilateral triangle, you imagine 60 degree. I'll bisect these angles. You know, bisecting the angle means what? 30 degree, making the angle into two equal parts. 30 degree. I'll draw one angle bisector. I'll draw one more angle bisector here. See, if I made it angle bisector 30 degree. Similarly, I'll draw one more angle bisector here, 30 degree again. 30 degree here, 30 degree here. 30 degree. See, these two angle bisectors, I'll draw one more angle bisector if you want. See, these are the three angle bisectors. These are the three angle bisectors. All these three angle bisectors meet at one common point, that is I. Meet at one common point, that is I. So this point I is known as incenter of the triangle. It is known as incenter of the triangle. BE is the angle bisector. Sorry, BD is the angle bisector. Next, CE is the angle bisector. AF is the angle bisector. BD, AF, CE are the angle bisectors. All these three angle bisectors meet at one common point, that is known as I, and this I is known as incenter of the triangle, which is called incenter of the triangle. With this I as the center, I can draw a circle inside the circle, that is known as incircle. That is known as incircle of the triangle. Thank you for watching the video.